It's July 23rd, 2019. We're doing our Tuesday night tube guitar amplifier webinar session. And the first item on the queue tonight, we were going to take a look at this amp that came in for service. It was a 64 Vibro Champ. So this thing was like, how many years old would that be? 64, 36, 40, 50, about 50, 55 years old. Yeah.
55. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was real clean, but it wasn't, I mean, it was 55 years old. So what I did is I took this thing completely apart and got the chassis out, and I took the baffle board out and the speaker, the back panels, took all the hardware off, and I brought the cabinet and the baffle board and the back panels down to the car wash, one of those handheld car wash deals. And they have the white wall cleaner, which is a low pressure deal. It just puts out like a yellow foam, but it's a white wall cleaner. And Tolex is made with rubber. So I sprayed the whole thing down with the white wall cleaner, including the grill cloth. Let that sit for a minute, and the back panels. And then I came back with a high pressure wash and washed it down, and then rinsed the crap out of it and dried it off. And these chassis straps up here had a little bit of surface rust on them. They're nickel, but it had like a little bit of a rust, and these had rust on it too. And I took those. I had a little it's like a bench grinder with one of the wheels on it is wire brush, and so I brushed those down, got all that surface rust off, put it all back together, and we put a little Armor All on it, and it looks like brand new. But then we had to do the overhaul on it, and this is what we did for the overhaul. We put all new coupling caps in it. It had those little brown dog turd caps in there that they look like a dog turd, but that ain't where they got their name. So we changed those all out to the Kendrick caps. These are all 600 volt caps, and we did the cap job on the bypass caps. And for the mains, this thing uses one of those stacked, what do you call it? A can cap. It uses a can cap. And what we did is we took the can cap out and we put our own caps in there because I wanted to beef up the mains a little bit. This one had a 20-28 or something like that. I put a 40-20-10 in it, give it a little more stability on those mains with that 40. I got another picture of that that's better. Let's see. Yeah, here it is right here. This shows how we did it. Now the can cap was actually underneath this, and so we just took the can cap out. Now sometimes I take them out, and sometimes I don't take them out. I just cut the leads off and then lay this on top and hook it up the same way it was before, but with the 40 going to the mains. But anyway, so after we had this thing all together and we're testing it, it would cut out if you turn the intensity up. And I want everybody to take a look at this schematic and somebody tell me why it would turn off when the intensity was turned up. Somebody raise your hand and tell me why. Somebody other than Frank or Diego. Diego knows because he was here. It's actually a design flaw, and we fixed it, but I'm gonna tell you how we fixed it in a minute. But why would this turn off when you turn the intensity knob up on the vibrato? Even if you've got the vibrato foot switch where it's turned off, it would still turn, the amp would just quit. Anybody know why? Okay, I think Lee knows why. Lee, why?
I'm only guessing. I just came on. I saw this, and I just see the cathode on that preamp tube is tied to it, and you're grounding out the cathode. I don't know. Would that do it?
Well, I don't see where a cathode's being grounded out. What are you talking about?
Well, look at the half of a 12AX7 right in the middle.
Yeah.
It goes down to the intensity pot.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the
And then
intensity
if you
pot's 25K to ground, so you're not grounding out that.
okay, I see. Yeah, I missed. Yeah. All right. Like I said, I just signed on, so I'm.
You're getting close,
No.
though.
Okay.
Somebody else.
Okay.
Why? I mean, this is actually a design flaw, and they all did this apparently, and there's a reason why. I guess they figured people wouldn't turn the intensity up if they turn the vibrato um, off. Anybody got a clue? Take a look at this. I mean, look at the schematic. What's going on here? What could cause that tube to cut off? I know you guys know this, so I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to wait till somebody raises their hand.
Okay.
Other than Frank or Diego.
Okay. So Gerald. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're talking about cutting off the vibrato, that 12AX7 on the bottom, or
No, I'm talking about the whole amp just stops. It doesn't pass
just
signal.
stop?
It quits passing signal.
Ah. Okay.
You turn the intensity up and the volume goes away completely.
Intensity up, it goes away.
Yeah, take a look at the circuit. What's going on here? I'll give you a hint. This is a cathode follower circuit here that's coupling this oscillator, and it's modulating the cathode of this tube here.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know? What do we know about a cathode follower? Does it have a plate resistor?
Nope.
No, no plate resistor. What would be the plate resistor is on the cathode circuit, the 68K. Look at this voltage right here. 175 volts. If you got 175 volts here, what happens when you turn this intensity pot up? What kind of voltage do you think